Right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, Waharakah Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Now, we're going to go into Matthew the 15th chapter, and the issue with the Syrophoenician woman, which proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that the Lord only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And he said as much. So it says, then Yahawashi went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Zidon. All right, so you could go back into the history and look come on, all right, how the land of Israel was during that time. And as you can see, you got Judea, you got Samaria, you got Galilee, you got the different coasts. You got the coast cities, Tyre, Zidon, the Syrophoenicia in general. All right, so you get a lay of the land. All right, now there's heathens all over the spot. All right, there was heathens all up in Samaria, all up in Syrophoenicia. Of course, that's a heathen land. All right, so then Yahawashi went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Zidon, and behold, a woman of Canaan. So she was a woman of Canaan. So you would assume she was a Canaanite according to the flesh, but I'm going to show you that that's not the case. She was a woman that was dwelling among the Canaanites. I'm going to show you that. A woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. Now this whole thing is deep because it represents so much. Obviously, I'm going to use this to show you, that salvation is only for Israel, but it also represents patience and humility. This woman, the Yahawashi, basically tested her humility. He tested her perseverance, her belief, her faith. All right, because she believed that he could save her daughter, and she cried unto him persistently. All right, and it kind of goes into the scripture says, pray without ceasing. All right. But he answered her not a word. Right, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. So she was protesting and making supplication so much she became annoying. She became bothersome to the disciples. They were like, listen, man, just, you know what I mean? Just tell her to go away. You're not even answering her. Because the Lord was just ignoring her and just doing his thing while she was walking behind them crying, basically. And they were like, listen, just tell her to go away. Command her to leave, because they know that he could do that. But what did he say to them? Not to her, to them. Because they wanted him to send her away. He said, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So what was he saying to them? He's saying, listen, she's who I came for. She is of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's why Yahawashi refused to send her away, because she was crying unto him. Right? If she was a heathen, then, but because she was of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, which, hold on, the scripture says a woman of Canaan. She's labeled as a Syrophoenician woman. Yeah, because Israel was lost, man, was scattered among these nations. And this woman was one of them. And again, let's zero in what is written here. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So who was Yahawashi sent for? He was only sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Plain and simple. He wasn't sent for humanity. All right? Now you can read it in whatever kind of translation you want to read it in. Let's go to the NLT. Then Yahawashi said to the woman. See, he never said to the woman. You see how they try to butcher it in the NLT? He said, he answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He was talking to his disciples. They were talking to him. They said to him, send her away. He responded to them. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to the dogs. So now the Lord is engaging with her. After he told the disciples, look, man, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right. All right. But he answered and said, I was not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. It's all the same. But he answered and said, I have not been sent save to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But he answered, I wasn't sent to anyone but the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? So then, as we read on, then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to the dogs. So the Lord likened her unto a dog, right? Why? Because she was out there, man. Right? Just like how the you go into the book of Acts, it talks about the four-footed beasts, right? And she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table. So she was humble, something a lot of you women today lack. Because the word humility, humble, goes back into humility, it goes back into humiliation. And a lot of you women today are too proud. This woman had no pride. The man, Yahawashi, straight up, basically alluded to her being a dog, and she didn't start acting up and acting crazy. She humbled herself. She humbled herself. Her answer was with grace and respect. She passed the test, and she said, "Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table." Then Yahushua answered and said unto woman, O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. And this woman was an Israelite. And that's why the Lord accepted her. That's why the Lord accepted her faith, and he healed her daughter. Right? Now, when you go into the commentary, right, the David Guzik, I don't really mess with a lot of these other ones because they're just long. All right, let's go down. I mean, I don't know what else people need to hear. He said, I'm not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So who was he sent to? Right. It says Yahushua's cold response to the quest of the Gentile woman, showing you had Gentiles that were of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And that's what we can tell you from day one. But he answered her not a word. Through the Gentile mother interceded for her daughter, Yahawashi did not immediately give her an encouraging reply. His reticence drew a more energetic and faithful response from the Gentile woman. Let's go down. Send her away, for she cries out after us. It is likely that the disciples meant send her away by giving her what she wants. No, they didn't. They didn't. If they no, that's not what they were saying. That's not likely at all. They just wanted to get rid of her because she was annoying. Right? It is entirely impossible that they just wanted her to go away, and the easiest way was for Yahushua to fix her problem. It never mentioned nothing about them making supplication on her behalf for her request to be fulfilled. He said, send her away. All right? The same verb in Luke 2:29 applies to a dismissal with a desire satisfied. No, that's not what it said. All right, it says, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yahushua defined the focus of his mission to his irritated disciples and to the Gentile woman. See? So they know he was really addressing the disciples. He made it clear that he was not sent to Gentiles like her. No. He did not make it clear that he wasn't sent to Gentiles like her. He was making it clear that he was sent to her. And that's why he didn't acknowledge the disciples' request to send her away. You see? That's why they getting it all twisted up. They tried to get him to send her away, and he said, "No, I'm not gonna send. No, I'm not gonna send her away because I'm sent for her. I'm sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel." And then she came and made her supplication, and he heard her supplication, and because of her faith, he accepted her and healed her. She was an Israelite, and you can't get around it because he said it plain. I am only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then why would he help her then? Why would he save the other nations if he's saying that his mission is only for Israel? That's a paradox. That don't make no sense. It's a contradiction. The Lord doesn't, he's not like men that contradict themselves, that say one thing and then do another. All right. So that's how you break this scripture down properly. All right. He was speaking to the disciples and he was letting them know that this is what he's here for. He's here for his people. And then she came and then he addressed her. All right. He tested her patience and her humility, and she passed the test. And her faith made her daughter whole. Simple as that. All right. The just shall live by faith. So if that, I'm gonna say shalom.